quality for a university or to apply for a job, selection and to obtain national and international scholarship who register as usually required to have a quotient score in English. This is useful for measure how to couple the selection participants are in communication use English, both verbal and writing. The Indonesian first tests are used to measure a person's ability to speak English. The tests are Test TOEFL, Test TOEIC, and Test IELTS. Here I will describe and definition and differences from when the test is done. Test the first is Test TOEFL or Test of English as a fourth language. There are two types of TOEFL. They are widely used, namely 1. IBT. IBT or is a test conclude use a computer and internet. This IBT is used to as a requirement for foreign students who want to apply to colleges. 2. ITP or this type of the test used for placement purpose or to evaluate student progress. It can be concluded the TOEFL is a test used for educational purposes. The equality period of the TOEFL test score is 2 years. The part that is test at the test TOEFL is 1. Listening comprehension, 2. Grammar structure and writing expression, 3. Reading comprehension, 4. Writing, 5. Speaking. The second is the test TOEIC, or Test of English International Communication. Is TOEFL focus additional needs. The test of English for International Communication, or TOEIC, is mostly used to work. The questions in the test TOEIC they are most based in everyday life in international environment, such as meetings, conferences, and conversation and the office. The sport TOEIC is usually a test recruitment for applying for a job in international company or abroad. The material test in the TOEIC that is as follows: 1. Reading, 2. Listening, 3. Speaking, 4. And writing. Eyes The third is Test IELTS, or International English Language System. One of the underlying differences between TOEFL, TOEIC, and IELTS in the language used, unlike two regular tests, the IELTS measures British English proficiency. Therefore, IELTS is generally accepted by institutions in Australia, UK, and New Zealand. The category there are states in the IELTS that are 1. Speaking, 2. Writing, 4. Listening, 5. Reading. The which are international recognition, namely 1. Academic version, which is used to register for lecture, and 2. General training version, used for purpose of applying for a job or immigration to content, for example, to a European country, Australia, and New Zealand. One, during. And everything is done with a paper-based test or PBT system. The maximum score that can be obtained from the IELTS test is score 14 if the section is measured on a scale of 0 during 9. Meanwhile, there are two types of the IELTS which are international recognized, namely 1. Academic version, which is used to register for lecture, 2. General training version, used for the purpose for applying for a job or immigration to country, for example, to a European country, Australia, and New Zealand. From the description above, I have explained the explanation and the span between the TOEFL, TOEIC, and IELTS tests. Then there are that best suit format net is the TOEIC test. From the description above, I have explained the explanation and difference between the TOEFL, TOEIC, and IELTS tests. Then the best suite format needs are the TOEIC tests. Live and open lessons in Indonesian, so the TOEFL test is now appropriate for the needs of format. Next. Where? Ini nomor 11, nomor 12.
Kau ngomong sendiri?
Iya, Kak. Okay, the next. Hai, panas. Aneh.
Yang ngerasa stres kalian.
Buat video, Kak. Based on the arguments, we have some submitted. Once again, we really don't agree with this statement. Beside of the argument we have submitted, once again, we really don't agree with the statement the testoids in really needs for format because TOEFL and IELTS are also useful for writing graduates and very useful for students who have the ability to speak English. Beside of the arguments we have submitted, once again, we really don't agree with the statement that the TOEFL test in really needs for format because TOEFL and IELTS are so useful for providing graduates and very useful for students who have the ability to speak English. It is true, the TOEFL and IELTS are also needed by format, but one format is the most is TOEFL test. It is true, the TOEFL and IELTS also needed by format, but what format needs the most is the TOEFL test. There is a reason that we do not make the TOEFL and IELTS test a necessary for format because 1. The TOEFL is used education, not in work or work material, while the TOEFL test requires. Okay, repeat again. It is true, the TOEFL and IELTS are also needed by Polmed, but Polmed needs are the most is the TOEFL. It is true, the TOEFL and IELTS are also needed by Polmed, but what Polmed needs the most is the TOEIC test. There is a reason that we do not make the TOEFL and IELTS test necessary for Polmed because the first, the TOEFL is used in education, not in the work of work material, while the TOEIC test requires an understanding in everyday life. Who to communication with follow office in meeting or company visit. 2. IELTS test in more in-depth into British English and Gunnery. There who accept the IELTS are institutions such as Europa, Australia, and New Zealand, where of the format graduation of business in Indonesia, and this is not possible for other graduates to both interaction and company abroad. But he, the main one is Indonesian.